Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel.
Yeah, we signed a Canadian defenseman from the East Coast League, Kyle Haines. He was in Bakersfield and was a bit unhappy with his situation there. So we got into talks through an agent with him and got something done. And he felt a desire to come over to Europe. And we're getting a guy that's young in his pro career. He had a really good college career, especially his senior season. He was our top scoring defenseman on his team, and then last season as a rookie in the East Coast League, he hit 10 goals, which is by no means an easy accomplishment. And we're getting a guy that's a left-handed shot on the back end that we desperately need, especially on our power play. And from what we've heard, he's a bit of a shooter from the back end. So we're hoping he'll come in and help our PP first and foremost, and then obviously our team as a whole as well.
Well, an opportunity came up there, and I was playing in Bakersfield on the East Coast, and I talked to a couple of guys, and it looked like a good opportunity, and I've been wanting to come over to Europe and try it out, and from what I've seen so far, it looks really good, and I'm excited to get things going here tomorrow night.
When did you arrive in Scotland?
I actually just got here this morning at 10:10. I guess it's been a long day of travel. I think 18 hours total. I didn't sleep much, so it's I'm feeling a little bit fuzzy right now, but once I skate, I should be good.
Danny, going into a tough weekend against Braehead Clan, you hoping to get the 4 points this weekend?
Yeah, I mean we always hope to get the 4 points, and you know what, it's a pivotal weekend. We've addressed it to the guys that these are the weekends you look back at and maybe can be a turning point in a season. And 2 conference games, both count in league. Conference, one's double points for Challenge Cup and league, so it doesn't get much bigger than this. Braehead's on a roll right now, so we're hoping to start the weekend off on a positive note on Saturday.
Just before this interview, you had a wee look around the barn. What did you make of it?
Yeah, it's neat. It's a huge ice sheet. It's going to be fun. A lot of skating out there, but the curling rinks on the ice too. I've never seen that on a North American rink before, so that's interesting. But no, it looks like it could be a good crowd and a good barn, and I'm looking forward to it.
And what kind of defenseman are you?
I'm a sound stay-at-home D-man. Occasionally I'll get up on the play and help the second wave scoring a bit. But I think overall I got a good balance between offensive and defensive, and just try to be cautious my own end and take care of our own end first. And if I have the opportunity, I'll jump up.
Finnerty's teams generally come out and play a bit physical and stuff like that, so it's nothing that's going to be a surprise to us. So but in saying that, our guys got to be ready to match that intensity and physicality, and we're going into their barn, which is a tough place to win, and we have to put a solid performance together and play 60 minutes. We can't have lapses like we keep talking about every week, and we got to put in a good effort and stay disciplined on the ice, but also within our systems.
Do you take confidence from the fact we beat them 2-1 earlier in the season?
I mean, you can match up against a team, but I believe Braehead's made quite a few changes since then, and some additions that we haven't seen yet. So I mean, it changes the whole dynamics of their club, and we're going in the game with an open mind that we'll definitely see a few different things from them. So we'll try to pinpoint those early on and hope that our guys are ready to go. But the main thing is preparing our guys for what we need to do and accomplish what we set out to do.
Are you surprised by kind of how strong the Scottish teams have played this season so far?
Yes and no. I think the Scottish teams, our conference in general, the last 2 years, I mean, we keep getting better. I mean, you're seeing the teams sign better goaltenders, better players, all-around players, and a lot more depth, which is helping the teams in the long run. I think how often it's happening this year maybe is a bit of a surprise. But that parity, it's I think a bit of a new era in this league where the parity is kind of, the Scottish teams in our conference are closing the gap a little bit, and there'll always be that a little bit of a divide in this league. There's no question, but as long as the parity kind of tightens up and teams get a bit closer and a bit better, and credit to the teams in our conference for doing what it takes to get better, and I think it makes the league a much more exciting league.
No, the only guy I knew of was Derek Rail. I played against him in college in the States. So I spoke to him before I came and met him today. But other than that, I don't know anyone. So it's all part of the experience. I'm excited to be in a new country and meet new people and get a new start going here.
Obviously, we've got a big weekend playing our Scottish rivals, Braehead Clan, tomorrow in Glasgow and then Sunday back here. Will you be involved in those games?
Yes, I believe so. It sounds like they want me in right away, so I'm going to have to do my best to prepare here over the next 24 hours to get ready for tomorrow night and get a good sleep and a good meal, and I'll be ready to go.
Is there any players that you think won't make this weekend at all?
I don't. Justin DaCosta won't be playing. He's still not ready. We were hoping he'd be ready for this weekend, but he's still not quite there, and we don't want to risk losing him even more long term. Chris Wands he just hasn't reacted well to his injury. There has been a bit of progress this week, but definitely not enough to consider him for the weekend, so he'll be out. Kyle took a pretty good knock, and he's been in some discomfort. I think he's we know Kyle will play through things that are possible to play through, but sometimes things aren't, and we'll see how he feels today. He's one guy that we're gonna is a bit 50-50 right now, so another guy who we don't want to risk losing long term, so we'll see how he feels today. Andy Conto will be back in the lineup this weekend, which is a boost to our forward setup and gives us another guy up front. It looks like right now Rock Pagic won't make it for the weekend. He had to go home for the week to attend some family matters. His wife had a surgery done, and it looked as though he'd be back for the weekend, but the surgery got delayed, and it doesn't look like he'll be back, so we'll have to make do without him as well. So again, getting Kyle in this weekend gives us an extra body, but a quality body, and we'll just demand more from the guys we have.